Turn on the camera. It's good. It has been a while. I've been spending the past couple of days with a bunch of clients. We're trying to get them to get 2-3 months worth of content off of just 3 days of filming, and it's been going good so far. Everyone's happy. Everyone's learning more than ever. They have as much clarity as they ever need. But I just wanted to quickly come on here and talk about something that's been on my mind for the past couple weeks. One thing I realized after being in the game for a bit over a year now, being able to scale to $15,000 in a single month and now aiming for 30, it has taught me a lot of things beyond just business. And if there's one thing I want to talk about right now, it's that it will take much more longer than you would think. When I first started, I thought that I would hit 10K a month quicker than I initially thought. And then when I hit it, I thought I'd hit 30 quicker than I initially thought. And I was so hungry to get these results. I was rushing to try and get something out there and get to the next milestone. But what ended up happening was I just started making bad decisions out of greed. So, bit of a background for the people who don't know. I actually lost $9.4 thousand back in June, and that was my birth month. And $3.2 thousand of that was because I got scammed by some crypto guy. And looking back now, it makes so much sense. My gut was also telling me, bro, this ain't it, this ain't it. But for some reason, I just wanted it to be true. Because if that deal did come through, that would have put me up to $20,000 for that month. And we were only in the middle of the month then. And I knew that if I could hit that by June, I would be able to hit the goal that I've been working so hard towards, which is retiring my parents. And I can lie to myself and say it was for a good cause, that I was doing it for someone else, that I was trying to make sure that my parents never have to work again. But life doesn't really look at that. Regardless of your reason, regardless of your why, regardless of your situation, if you don't make the right decisions and you come from a place of rushing, of greed, of just trying to make money, and your decision making is now clouded because of that, and you start looking for these shortcuts, these easy wins, sooner or later you will be set back, because the faster way is actually the longer way. The more you look for a shortcut, the longer it is for you to backtrack your steps and go the way that was intended. See, a lot of people, they're at a crossroad. You have two options. You have the shortcut that seems like the easier way, seems like it's faster, seems like you can get to where you want to be much quicker. And there's a long way, right? You know it's going to be treacherous, it's going to be painful, it's going to take way more from you than what you currently have. But a lot of us, we try to go for the shortcut and end up just taking our steps back to the long way. And ever since that day, I've been such a big advocate for you to think long term, regardless of the deadline or the timeline that is in front of you. Because while it will take longer than you think, it will happen sooner than you think. If you think in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years' time, there's a good chance you will achieve it much quicker than what you initially planned if your deadline for it is extended to a much longer place. And again, I resonate, I feel what you're feeling. I need to make this work now because this will happen, or I won't be able to do this in time. And I feel the same thing. My parents are pushing 60 and they're still working every single day. And if I can just wave a wand to change everything overnight, then I'd gladly take that chance. But that's not how life works. But all you really need to do is to stay in the game long enough for you to win. It's all about the inputs. Day in, day out, put in what you need to do. And it's about being impatient about what you need to get done. Go out there and try to put as much fuel to the fire as possible and be patient with the outcome, right? Because it is bound to come your way as long as you're staying in the game for as long as possible. Only true loss here is if you decide to quit. It sounds fucking guru as shit, but it's the truth. There are days I still think back of what could have been if I just never made the mistakes and never took the shortcut that I thought was right in front of me. But there's no use crying over spilt milk. The only thing I can do is to continue doing things like this, where I'm continually providing value for my clients, continually improving the business, working towards the goals that I have set out for myself, and not even worry about the outcome. Because I believe that if I just keep doing the right steps, then I'll get to where I need to be. And a lot of people say, oh, yo, bro, you've made it. Right? You're making 10K, 15K. Who gives a fuck? If I let go of the gas now and say enough is enough, I'm good with this, I'm not going to be able to do what I set out to do. And a lot of people think that when you get these wins, these are the times that you should take a step back and enjoy the win. And to that I say, no, right? This is when you push harder. Of course, give yourself the pat on the back that you deserve. Maybe go out to eat steak one night, but after that, it's back to the ball game. Watch more game footage, learn more, do more, because there's more to do. And until you get to that goal that is out there, you should be itching to do more. You should feel like these 24 hours that you have will never be enough, and that's a good thing, right? Honestly, I don't know where I was going with this. I just felt like I had to get this off my chest and, speak to you there. If there's one thing I will tell you though, I will be giving my dad his dream car and my mom her dream house, and you guys will see the reactions and you will see the fruits of my labor pay off. Believe that.